Acheeto, more like Achie lame. You know, couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, Fractional Void. You know, I am so proud of this community. Anyways, what's up, Based Nation? It seems the Lord has decided to bless us with another Acheeto video, so I thought I'd go over it today. So Acheeto recently put out a video called WEEST Exposed, in which it's pretty much a follow-up from the whole drama between him and WEEST, in which he provides a more structured take on the original video. Basically what that means is that instead of crying for about 10 minutes, he made a victim impact statement on how WEEST's stream title affected him. So yeah, with that being said, like and subscribe and let's get into it.
So I made a video that caused a lot of drama titled WEEST is a Terrible Person. Now in that video there are two main things that I need to say sorry for. Around 6 minutes into that video I mentioned WEEST's G Fuel sponsor. Now even though I had zero intention of trying to get his sponsors removed, I absolutely recognize that I shouldn't even have brought it up. And the second thing is that when I was talking about Twitch, I shouldn't have said, "How is he not banned?" or "Why is he not banned?" because that sounds like I want him banned. I don't.
Alright, in my last video where I criticized him for the WEEST thing, I'll be honest, I barely even remember what I said. All I know is that I had fun making it. You know, the most important thing about commentary channels and starting a commentary channel, like the first rule is to have fun. But I'm glad he took accountability or whatever for going after G Fuel sponsor, going after his Twitch channel, all that. Even though I don't really believe him, because the way he sounded in that video made it seem like he just wanted fucking WEEST gone. He wanted someone to take care of WEEST, if you get me. You know, I feel like if he were in a different community where deplatforming wasn't like shunned upon, he'd have no problem doing it. So I'm glad the commentary community was able to pressure Acheeto into not being fucking stupid.
So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely take the fault for those two things, but I'm pissed off because the two things that I just mentioned, you know, my mistakes, those ended up generating a lot of like drama around me, and the drama which that caused made people sort of overlook the point of the video, which is frustrating. So I'm sort of here to do a take two and a more in-depth analysis as to why WEEST is a bad person, which I still 100% believe. And after I had another interaction with him, it's like insane. Like, he is such a man-child and is so immature. Now, I would not even be making this video right now if WEEST decided to hop in a 10-minute phone call with me. If he had the balls to hop in a 10-minute phone call with me, I wouldn't even be here right now.
You know, I'm glad Acheeto's kind of grown up a bit during all of this and tried getting WEEST's fucking phone number to have a 10-minute phone call about why his stream title was bad. You know, just some totally normal stuff, in my opinion.
WEEST has the mental maturity of a 13-year-old. I don't know if it's because he smokes so much weed that his brain has never developed past his teenage years. I don't know what caused him to be this way, but he is just immature as all hell. I first came to the conclusion that this guy's immature when he refused to apologize to Vince in a private Discord call, which for context, on Easter, WEEST went live on Twitch, and his stream title was essentially just shitting on Christians, and when Vince saw this stream title, he left a chat saying, "Hey, WEEST, you're unfunny, KOIS." And then WEEST responded live pretty much saying, "You're so stupid, you're so dumb. Jesus is dead, don't you know?" And after getting hundreds of people in his live stream to dislike Vince just for that chat, he tells his chat to grab Vince's IP address. Now, I don't care if WEEST saying, "grab his IP address" is supposed to be a joke or not. Once you get the hundreds of people that are watching you live to dislike somebody, you sort of lose the ability to joke about doing something bad to that person. All I wanted to hear from WEEST was to say to Vince, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said to post your IP address. I didn't know you were 16, that was irresponsible, I'm sorry."
Alright, so the whole Vince thing, in my opinion, I think you should tell Vince to not act like a fucking idiot in someone's live stream if you don't want hundreds of people to hate you. And maybe if getting hundreds of people to hate you after doing that makes you upset, I think you should go smash your router and stay offline for a while. But the whole IP thing, it was a fucking joke. Get over it. I'd be surprised if Vince even got like a DM from one of WEEST fans, giving him shit for the whole KOIS thing. Because I don't think many of WEEST fans would even give a shit or give that much of a shit to do something like that.
Bro couldn't even do that, okay? He just couldn't. He couldn't do it. And today I decided to give him a second chance. I thoroughly explained to him the problem with what he said, and his response just blows my gourd.
His response really blows my gourd. What the fuck does that mean? Now, I know, like, I'm Irish, I can't really say much. We have our own, like, funny little words and sayings, but what the fuck does blows my gourd mean? If you're American and you know what that means, tell me. Because I just looked up the phrase blows my gourd there and nothing's fucking coming up. Did he misspeak? Did he mean to say God or something? Really blows my god. I don't think that's what it means, because if he said that, it would mean like, oh, WEEST's response really sucked off my god. which, I'm not an expert in the scripture, but I don't think Jesus would want that. Yeah, if you're American, please let me know what that means.
I said, you have to understand that you 100% screwed up by telling your chat to grab my friend's IP address. If you get hundreds of people riled up against a 16-year-old, you cannot control what they will do after you say grab his IP. I'm so over the Jesus is dead thing. You hate Christians. Fine. People are just going to assume you're joking and call me sensitive. It is what it is. But the way you dismissed a perfectly valid request for an apology is immature. I'm sorry for mentioning G Fuel and speaking about Twitch in a way that could insinuate that I want you bad. Seriously, I should not have spoken about those things the way I did. But you should understand that you did mess up. And if you can't even admit a little bit of fault, that's a damn shame. Now, what do you think he's going to respond to that with? I'll show you. I don't care if a 16-year-old brings me KYS energy, I am matching it. What is wrong with you? This guy's justification for potentially getting a 16-year-old's IP address leaked is that he typed in chat KYS. Also, WEEST, if you don't like KYS energy, you probably shouldn't create an environment where people get angry. Like, the only reason Vince said KYS was because you titled your stream a title that entirely shits on Vince's religion. Like, how are you gonna sit here and call me and Vince sensitive for getting angry at your stream title, and then proceed to cry about a 16-year-old who said KYS in your stream chat?
I don't think WEEST was even that mad about it. Like, I kind of see what he's saying. Like, if you're going to tell me to KYS, I'm going to say some bad shit back to you. Even if I'm not angry about it, I'm going to try and match that energy because it might bring me some content. I think that's what his thought process is. And also, it's like you're actually blaming him for Vince saying KYS as opposed to just Vince being fucking stupid. Like, what are you trying to get at?
Anyways, after I tell WEEST that he created the hostile energy with his title, how do you think he responds? Do you think that he says, oh, wait a second, that actually makes a lot of sense. If I don't shit on Christians in my stream titles, then maybe people won't say KYS in my chat. Nope. He goes, seethe, cry, cope, whatever you gotta do, but I don't care. I hurt a formerly anonymous kid's feelings. He got baited just like you. Easy peasy, GG, go next. Just so we're fully clear, like, this dude deadass gets satisfaction by shitting on kids with religious beliefs on his live streams, and then when people like me and Vince respond to them saying, hey dude, screw off, he says stuff like, damn, you got baited, seethe, cry about it, cry about it.
Yes, cry about it. What you're doing right now, you've made a 3-part fucking docu-series on this whole event, and it's funny as fuck. I'm so happy WEEST did this shit. I hope he does it again, to be quite honest. You are taking this shit way too seriously, and it's just time to drop it, to be quite honest with you. Like, if I were you, I'd just fucking drop it. Talk about some dumbass shit all the other commentary channels are talking about, and just leave it be.
Now, since this guy loves getting reactions from religious people after shitting on them, I asked him if he would do it with Jewish people, because he lays out bait and then shits on the people that take it because he's a Sigma male. So I asked the Sigma male savage himself if he would ever bait someone into raging in his chat by having a title like I hate Jews or something, and he just goes, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, okay, bro.
Alright, there is a huge difference between titling your stream Jesus is dead and saying that I hate what you said there. What you say he would title this hypothetical stream has a lot of implications. Like, there are entire conspiracy theories perpetrated by fucking crazy people about Jews that have actually led to hate crimes. I can see why titling a stream that is way more serious than just saying Easter's fake, Jesus is dead. It's you'd have to be a complete fucking retard not to see the difference between the two, in my opinion anyways.
The alpha male savage himself only shits on people that he knows he can get away with shitting on. Wow, what an epic, edgy king here. Now, I just laugh at him here because he doesn't understand how stupid he sounds, and then he sarcastically says that there is a double standard, which is true. I mean, even if he says it sarcastically, there is a double standard. And then he says, I cannot believe the liberal agenda has influenced me so strongly. I just don't even know what he's trying to say here. So I have no idea what he's talking about. I say, yo, what are you even talking about? Is me not wanting you to shit on a 16-year-old for believing in Jesus somehow a crazy right-wing demand? No, it's not.
Alright, I've already said this 100 times in this fucking video, but is me not wanting you to shit on a 16-year-old for believing in Jesus somehow a crazy right-wing demand? Alright, WEEST did not shit on Vince because he believed in Jesus. He shit on Vince because Vince was acting like a total fucking tard in his chat telling him to KYS. It wasn't because he's believing in Jesus or whatever. It's because Vince was being fucking stupid in his chat. That's why he was shitting on him. It's not that hard to get your fucking head around that,
And he just goes banger. Yeah, so WEEST, really mature individual, grown man who is just very good at reflecting on his actions. Which I should have known this actually, because in the past, apparently this guy accused somebody of being a rapist.
Alright, so just to give some context, just in case you weren't aware around this time, there's a commentary YouTuber called Slazo, and he had an ex of his, from what I believe, accused him of some bad stuff. It turned out to be false or exaggerated. But prior to it kind of being exposed, people like WEEST and I'm Alex sort of condemned Slazo for the shit, even though he didn't really do anything wrong. And WEEST has since apologized publicly to him. And while I think it's a fucking shitty thing to do, in regards to giving him like a second chance, all that, look, he hasn't fucking done it since. He hasn't repeated this pattern of behavior. So I don't really see why you bring it up now. Yeah, it was a shitty thing he did about almost 4 years ago at this stage, 3 or 4 years ago, I don't know, but yeah.
WEEST is a manipulator.
That whole thing happened a couple years ago, but I never heard about it, and I'm just hearing about it now, so I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to connect the dots with this guy. I don't know if WEEST ever apologized for falsely accusing somebody of being a rapist, but it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't, because he is immature. End of story.
You know, hearing something like that, right? The whole point of this second video on the whole, or actually third video on the whole WEEST thing was, like, the whole reason why he made it is because he wanted to get a more clear and concise thing going. He wanted to make like a clear criticism of WEEST. And yeah, he does shit like this. Oh yeah, he kind of accused this guy of rape. I don't even know if he apologized. Maybe you should try and fucking research that if you want people to take you seriously in this fucking video, you retard. This is how I know that you're still fucking mad about the Jesus thing, because you brought it up out of nowhere because you realized, oh, you ran out of things to say about the whole fucking Christian thing, so I'll just throw this in just to make him look even worse. But like, you realize this makes you look bad because it makes you seem like you are reaching for something to shit on WEEST about, even though you probably don't even give a shit about this Lazo thing. Just, this shit annoys the fuck out of me.
Instead of WEEST leaving my original video alone and letting the commentary community tear apart my video, he started liking pics of people spamming my comments with "Jesus is dead." So this combined with him tweeting about my video just led to me getting a bunch of comments saying "Jesus is dead, lol." Now, even if you think, you know, "Jesus is dead, lol" is somehow not a shitty thing to say to a Christian, nobody likes comment spam, okay? That was why everybody hated Jellybean, okay? Like, nobody likes comment spam, and this guy's encouraging it. Like, alright, dude.
Oh my god, cry me a fucking river. He dared tweet about the video that was calling him a terrible person, and you got comments saying "Jesus is dead, rip bozo, lol." One, that probably boosts your fucking engagement, and two, it's not that big of a fucking deal. I've gotten hate on a video before. It's like you forget about it after like 5 minutes, unless you're Acheeto, who's a sensitive fucking crybaby, by the sounds of it. It's like, get a grip, man. Holy shit.
If you still don't believe that saying "Jesus is dead, lol" is a shitty thing to say, maybe you're smart enough to understand that spam isn't cool. Oh, wait a second. I forgot that he doesn't care and that I just have to understand that he's a shameless memer. I mean, there you go. He has no shame, no regret for anything he's done.
And there it is. The Jesus thing. He's not over the Jesus thing. This is almost proof of that. I don't think he even gives a shit about the whole Vince thing. The dude is still fucking mad. He titled his stream that about maybe 2 weeks after the fucking stream took place. I forget when fucking Easter is, right? It's sometime in April. But like, you are so clearly still mad about the fucking Jesus thing.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy just sucks. I think I'm done with this video.
Thank God. That was fucking atrocious. Oh my god. So yeah, again, I'd like to say I'm so glad the commentary community was able to pressure Acheeto into walking back a lot of that shit he said, because he clearly still feels like he was in the right here. He's just too much of a bitch to stand by it, and I think he's probably going to lay low for a while until the next thing pisses him off, and he has another fucking freak out. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Shout out Based Nation, and yeah, I'll end it there.